this way. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with the tool. Welcome. You have to enter the ASU ID to log in. Let's go ahead. Right, so you have two features for now. Open an existing sheet if you already have one, but obviously we haven't created any one yet. So it's not going to show up with anything. So let's just go back. No. And create a new sheet for now. Right. Again, you have two options over here. You can enter all of the grading criteria manually. So I'll just show you once, like I'll just add one grading criteria for this and see how it works. Let's say it's called criteria one, group report submission. It has 10 points. You'll have the option of individual or group criteria. I'll show what this is about further in the video. Let's say if it's a group, and then you can add deductions. So let's say 0.0 deduction, that means everything's looking fine. 5 points deducted, and then 10 points. So let's say no points deducted, that means the submission was nice and perfect. Maybe 5 points have been deducted, which is basically half for this criteria, and this is going to be the comment for it. And if no group reports have been submitted by that group, all of the 10 points have been deducted. So yeah, you just save it. It's going to look somewhat like this, and then yeah, you can go ahead. But still, let's go back. This is how you add all the criterias manually. You can do this. You can implement the same thing if you already have an existing CSV file in the same format. So the CSV file that you're going to have to upload, we have entered the sample files over here in the client folder inside the SRC, inside utils. We have criteria.csv. So all the criteria is going to be in a CSV format, just yeah, in the similar way that you can see over here. So I'll just import that file, criteria.csv. All right, it's here. Start grading. Yeah. So it was the same thing that we did before. Let's just edit the criterias that we want to show for now. Group report submission. 10 points, criteria type, let's set this as group for now. We will add 3 deductions. That's going to be 0, 5, 10, deduction 1, good report, comment. Half, and no report submitted. All right, you can add more deductions if you want. If you want to go number by number, but yeah. All right, so this has changed. Let me just move my screen over here. Let's set another criteria for this assignment. Criteria 2, maybe this has individual report submission as well. Yeah, let's keep it for 5 points. Obviously, you can change it any way you like. All right, so obviously an individual report submission for all the team members in the group. So the criteria is going to be individual. Again, we will have 3 types of deductions and 5 points. Good individual report, half report submitted, and no individual report submitted. These are going to be the comments for it. And then yeah, we can save it. You can also name the sheets that you are creating. Let's call this sheet 1. Okay, so again, you have 2 options over here to add all of the student details. The first one is we can upload through a CSV file. The second one, you can enter all of the names manually. I'll show you both the methods over here. Upload students. Again, this is in the same folder as utils, students.csv. I'm just going to use this file over here. Students.csv. We open it. All right. As you can see, we had 2 of these ASU right IDs and group names assigned to them. Again, these 2 came up for these 2 criteria. Now let's add another guy manually so that I can show you the group feature implementation that we were just talking about. Let's add 2 details. All right. So these 2 guys, The first one and the third one, they're in the same group, and the second guy is individually in another group. So, all right, for the individual report submissions, let's say, yeah. So we did set criteria one, which has a maximum of 10 points. It's going to show over here. Criteria two has a maximum of 5 points. It's going to show over here. Now, let's say the first guy did not submit the individual report. So let's just do -5. The second guy submitted half of the report, and then the third guy, everything was looking good. Now, all right. So we did set the criteria one as a group criteria. So what it's going to do is all the people in the same group, if you just change if you just give the points to any one of those, it's going to set the points for that criteria the same for all of the other people in the same group. So let's say the group report was only half submit, or it was a good report, all right. So no points deducted. So if you see, I did not make any changes over here. So out of 10 points, this guy for the group report got all of the 10 points. And for criteria two, for this guy, for the first one, he did not get any points because nothing was submitted. So out of 10 plus 5, 15. Yeah, let's go ahead and see. Let's do it for this one. Let's do it for this one. All right, obviously this one already has it. Yeah. Half report submitted. So yeah, 10 plus 5, 15 is going to be the total points. He got all the 10 points for a good report. And he lost 3 points. He lost 2 points because only half of the report was submitted. The same thing over here. He lost this person lost 5 points over here out of 15, and again 2 points over here. So that's going to be 8. And yep, this is looking good. Yeah. All right. So this is the basic implementation. You can also add comments. Good group report. Obviously, it's going to be on both the sides, and this one has an individual thing going on. So needs improvements. All right. So what we can also do, all right. So all of the data has been entered. What we need to do is just click on save and refresh. Yeah. So after we clicked on save once, now we do have one document inside the grading sheet. Yeah. All right. So we clicked saved on that sheet. So here you go. It creates an object ID completely randomized. You have to use this if you want to access that sheet in the future. Criteria one, group report submission, good report, the comments that we made, half report submitted for criteria two. Here's the details of all of the students that we have. And that's how it is. So yeah, this is why I was recommending the Compass. It's like way more easier to understand because everything is done through a GUI. So that's how the report gets created. All right. But this was for the database side. Now, if you wanna, another feature that the professor needed for this one was exporting the sheet into a CSV format. So what we can just one consideration, there should not be any blank spaces or any at the end of each and every name, or else it's gonna mess up the CSV file for some reason. We're working on it, but yeah, all right. Export CSV. Yep. Let's go to the download section. We do have an exported result over here. And yeah, if you look at it, group name F1, these two guys, the second one, group name F2, all of the same points, comments, total points achieved, all of the combined data that we have. Beginning, we did start with a feature called importing the grading sheet, open an existing sheet, but we did not have it one back then, and we just created one right now called sheet one. So let's see. Yep, we do have an existing sheet called sheet one, which we just made. If you don't want to create the sheets again and again, if the format is going to be the same, you can use this feature. Sheet one, it's going to be the same over here. You can again